He's a good boy. Good boy. And hello, everybody. It's your halftime weather report meteorologist Hutch Johnson and furry forecaster Pedro Johnson with a look at your weather as big time changes are in the offing. Tomorrow we go from hot to not. Details on a stormy and windy system coming up right now. But first, my friends at Robert Gibbons Sons want you to know that, well, they've been servicing our area for over 100 years. Residential, commercial, or industrial projects are no match for them. They've got the equipment that's right. They've got the quality technicians. Give them a call, please. Let them know Hutch sent you. Let's talk a little weather, shall we? We're going to start with a look at this forecast because we do have some changes that are making their way into the region. And here's what Pedro and I are keeping our eyes on for you, right, Pedro? Come on up here, Pedro. Let's see what we got. Oh, boy. Is that a snack? He does like snacks. That's right. Okay, here's what we got. As we head to bed tonight, things are on the cool side, but we have south winds that are starting to take hold out to the west. We saw temperatures in the 50s in Gillette, Wyoming. Now, those 50s will spread into the Black Hills of South Dakota as we go through the day tomorrow. Here's your forecast overnight. South winds will keep things quiet, but this is a warm front up here, and it's going to kick up some showers. There could be mixed precipitation, areas of light showers of rain or drizzle. That could freeze on the frozen road surfaces. The best chance for any of this nonsense will be up north, near the international border as we go through the morning hours. So mid-morning, a chance for a few flakes of snow or flurries moving in, but a narrow band of freezing drizzle or rain shower activity could be on this left side of the system anywhere you see. Again, southerly winds, warming temperatures throughout the day. Here, where we have the precipitation, cooler temperatures, but down here where you see the pinks will be on the warming trend. By the way, the blues that you see here, mighty mild weather working its way into the central part of South Dakota as we go through the midday. In the afternoon and evening, things get very mild here, but notice this, up to the north, we have a cold front that'll be working its way in. So here's the cold front right now pushing its way through Duluth, winding its way back through Brainerd and on up in towards the Brandon area of Manitoba. The wind will be shifting tomorrow night late from a southerly and westerly one to a northerly one. And as we go through the overnight hours, temperatures will be steady to even warming. See this? We're warming here in the Southern Valley to near freezing. 32 to 35 degrees for some of us is how we will start our Wednesday morning. And after that, it's the north winds that will cause temperatures to plummet from the 30s in the morning, in the wee hours of the morning, down into the single digits. Here comes the purple blob of cold nonsense. Now, the white you see here, the whitish blues you see over there, areas of light snow. I'm not expecting significant snow accumulations, but it will be very windy. Look at these isobars aplenty, very close together, bands of snow working their way through, and that means that we're going to have some difficulties with travel in spots because things are going to ice up as well. With temperatures that will be plummeting into the single digits by your drive time home, it's going to be a cold proposition, says Pedro, the furry prognosticator. So that's a look at that. Now let's take a look at your current temperatures right now. Notice the warmth that's going on out to the west. Well, that don't look too warm. Everything's purple. What's going on here, Johnson? Let's see if I can figure this out. Oh, here we go. So your temperatures look like this. Out to the west in Gillette, we still have temperatures that are in the 30s. Billings, Montana, 45. We drop off into the single digits after Miles City at 16. It's 9 degrees in Sidney, Montana, 12 in Minot and Bismarck. We have in the valley, well, temperatures cooling off to 7 in Fargo. It's still 10 in Grand Forks. Look at this, Thief River. You have 9 degrees. It looks like 9 in Roseau, 9 in Badette, 14 for Babe the Blue Ox in Bemidji. Things are a little milder in Park Rapids right now with 16 degrees. As is always the case on Hutch's Weather, I certainly appreciate your input. And if you do have a question, I'll do my best to answer it here at this halftime weather update for you. So you don't even have to worry about after the game checking your weather forecast because Hutch has got you covered like the Broncos defense. Huh? How about that? Well, that's a good game going on right now. Okay, so this is temperatures. We don't have a lot in the wind direction field right now, but the wind will be picking up for tomorrow. Here's what you can expect as we take a peek at your forecast. In the morning, temperatures staying fairly steady here in the Fargo area. We'll dip down a little bit more before as we go through the early overnight hours, but then as we head towards daybreak, we'll be back up to around 7 to 10 degrees here in the valley, and Bemidji will be around 7, a little cooler up in that War Road area. Look at the mild weather to start your day. out in Bowman and Rame and Hettinger, and it looks like Lemon, South Dakota as well. That mild air will work its way all the way into the central Dakotas as we go into your Tuesday afternoon. I mean, check this out. The southwest winds are going to pull and surge temperatures into the 40s and 50s. Look at Rapid City. 55 will be the temperature for them as we go through the 4 o'clock hour. Now, our temperature in the 4 o'clock hour here in Fargo, the snapshot, 27 degrees. That's on your drive home. And it looks like we'll be in that same boat in the Grand Forks area. But up far north, we'll start to see a wind shift. That wind shift coming out of the north is on its way. So as we go into the evening hours, there will be a band of light snow and very gusty north winds developing that by morning will be working its way into the Southern Valley. So here's a look at your planning forecast. It does look like our ups and down arrows to help decide and decipher the day for you. Here's what you need to know. Nasty cold air will be here with wind and snow showers, not heavy snow amounts, but snow showers, reduced visibility, icy roads. That's going to return Tuesday night and into Wednesday with temperatures falling. So Tuesday, we start out as we go through with a temperature of 7 rising to 27. It continues to rise into the evening hours to 31 to 35 degrees in the Southern Valley. And then, well, the north winds take hold. Falling temperatures from the morning down to 8 as we go through your afternoon. Gusts to 45 miles per hour. Falling temperatures, light snow, some icy travel conditions. Remember, hutchinsweather.com. Right at the top of the page now, there's a menu bar. It says road conditions. Click on it. Any state in our region, I've got you covered there as well. You can get the latest. Know before you go. That's what I like to say. Our temperatures will continue to fall. It will be a very blustery Wednesday. Windy all day from the north. Those north winds overnight will cause air temperatures to succumb to the sub-zero readings again for one day. Notice the blue color behind that 4 there to highlight that low temperature. It'll be very cold. Wind chills will approach 20 below zero for many, and then it starts a warming trend all the way up to a balmy 7 on your Thursday. Dangerous wind chills throughout the day, particularly in Minnesota, and then the temperatures start warming. We're 14 on Friday. We'll have a clipper making its way through. The long-range models, I have a great video on this on my YouTube channel. Go ahead and check that out. I'll post a link here when we're finishing up. But essentially, there's 3 clippers showing up on the European model. The American model is significantly different. One on Friday, one on Saturday, and mainly hitting the northern counties. I don't think we'll see a lot of snow from these systems until the one that makes its way in Sunday into Monday. That one could be the biggest snow producer. Temperatures near 30 degrees means more moisture can be held in the atmosphere. And if that's indeed the case, that could be a snow producer on Sunday and into Monday. I'll keep my eyes on it for you as we take a quick peek at the model guidance for that one right here with Pedro and myself. So let's take a look at that. Here is a look. I'm going to show you the European model on this one real quickly, and then you can get a more in-depth look on my YouTube channel. And I'd appreciate your feedback on the YouTube channel. Check it out. Let me know what you think, and head on over there and give it a subscription. Okay, here we go. Checking out this system for tomorrow. South winds keeps us warm. Warm front comes through. Snow showers, northern Minnesota, the Arrowhead of Minnesota, and the UP of Michigan, and northern Wisconsin. Then here comes the cold front. Look at that blast. See the blue lines? That's cold pools of air sliding down. Winds gusting over 40 miles per hour as we go into your late night on Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning. And it's going to be brutally cold as this high pressure system makes its way in. Here's the next clipper fixing to clip the region as we go through. There it comes. Now that system will make its way through as we go through a time frame on a Friday afternoon and evening. So Friday afternoon, again, that's a northerly track for us. We're not going to see much of an impact for many of our counties. If this track holds, if it goes a little farther south, I'll let you know. Then as we come through, here's another little shot making its way through the region as we go into Saturday. That you see that little brief shot right there? That's right. Northern Minnesota, again, a Saturday shot. But here is the main event. Coming out of Calgary is a strong and potent storm that'll be strengthening by the time it reaches the northern plains. This one could produce some precipitation in the form of snow that will leave measurable amounts for parts near Winnipeg and the northern counties. Again, another shot of cooler air behind that system. An active period of weather for us as we go through the next several days. That is a look at that. Now let me take a look at some of those wind chills that I'm expecting for the coldest of the time frames with this. Thursday morning. Thursday morning, we showed you air temperatures in the single digits below zero. Here's a look at those wind chill values as we head into the day. And it's going to be kind of Tooth chipping, face slapping cold out there. You definitely don't want to lick any flagpoles out there, kids, because, yeah, keep the tongue right where it belongs. Don't stick it on anything metal outside. That's a hint from an experienced professional here. All right, take a look at this. Oh, goodness. Planning out your Thursday morning wind chills. Between 15 and 25 below here in the valley. North winds 20 miles per hour, a few gusts to 40 miles per hour. Just dangerous cold on its way back to the valley. So Pedro's going to get out the fur coat here, and we'll make sure that he's all dressed and ready for the day. Today he's wearing his Broncos sweater, and we're getting ready to go back and root on the home team. I hope your night is good. Let me see if we have any questions going on. Oh, let's see. We've got watching from Moorhead. Shirley, good to have you on board. Pedro and I are sure appreciative. It looks like the Packers gross. Whoa, hold on a second here. Gross, you mean the Vikings? Skull all the way, baby. That's what Ryan says. Hutch, Broncos? Really? You're lucky. I love your weather. Go Packers. Yeah, Clinton, I've been a Broncos fan since ankle biter, growing up in Montana, and lived out in Denver for many years and studied meteorology out there. That's where you learn a lot about mountain snow. And Pedro, he's a Bronco fan too, so don't hold it against us. We're just rooting for our team. All right, any outlook on mid-December storms? There is some unsettled weather that's going to be working its way through. 2 weeks out is a little far for us to be too specific about it, but what I can tell you on that YouTube video, I'm put a link in here right now for you. What you're going to find is I went into detail a little bit more for you about those storm systems coming through the second week, next week in December. So let me pull up the link here and get that to you, because I'll at least post that in here for you so that all of you can get a feel for that. And I'd love to have you guys out over there and checking out my my page over there. So let's see, copy, paste. I'm still learning how to use paste. I ate most of mine in kindergarten. But kids don't do that. It's not good to eat paste. All right, that's a look. Jim says, go Broncos. Thanks, Marianne. Good to have you on from the Bismarck area. David, mid-December storms. You can find out more information there. There's going to be a very unsettled pattern taking place, as you saw, as we go through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of this upcoming weekend. After that, as we go into the week, there's going to be even more unsettled weather, and it appears that we could see some cooler weather as well. So more stormy pattern for sure looks to be the case. But when we get into these progressive storm patterns like the one we're going to be having this weekend, where Mother Nature is throwing us about 3 to 4 Alberta clippers in 7 days, the timing of those can change, and the strength of any one of those, if one of them gets stronger or weaker, can impact exactly, our weather right here. So right now, my gut tells me most of these systems are going to impact our far northern counties along the international border. So Pedro and Hutch can take a walk here and there, and we won't have to shovel too much here in the Southern Valley. The best chance for us, I think, Sunday into Monday with that bigger system, the more intense one. Both models are showing that, and I'll leave it at that for now. But for now, I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. I've got me a snack bite here. Pedro, do you want this one too? Wow, he's got a lot of snacks tonight. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Please remember to visit hutchesweather.com, hutchesweather.com, anytime, anywhere. If you need weather information, a couple of very key upgrades have been made to the website by my designer, Joe. Joe is the bomb when it comes to helping me make sure you have what you need on the website. So if you go to hutchesweather.com, you're going to see the menu at the top of the page. Right here, it's a skinny menu, and it shows you that you can get snow totals. So if I click on that for you, the system that moved through the last 24 hours, let's take a look at some of those snowfall amounts that we saw there. And it's pretty impressive because there was quite a swath of heavier snowfall amounts that showed up on this map. So you can look on the map, and the dark blue dots that you see there are snowfall amounts between 4 and 6 inches. And we saw that from areas north of Minot through Max Bass, all the way through areas of Emick, North Dakota, and then down into Stutzman County, where Kensal had 4.8 inches. Thanks a bunch, Bubba, for your report there. 3.5 inches in Edmonds as we head down south of the interstate, 3.5 in Buchanan, 4 inches in Lemoore even. And in and around the FM area, a smattering of reports between 1 and 2 inches of snow here, and about the same, 1.3 inches reported in a couple of places in and around the Grand Forks area. Do note this. As you look, you can go check out what's going on in other parts of the country. If you watched football in Buffalo, check out these snowfall reports there. And part of the video that I updated you on and pasted onto this update is a video on the snow machine that's going to take off with this system moving through our neck of the woods tomorrow night. When it hits the Great Lakes, it's going to go and go and go. In fact, Hutch's radar right now on Hutch's website showing that these 50 to 65 inches of snow that we see in upstate New York and also out towards Lake Erie are going to just be compounded greatly as we go through. So here is again a look at the home page. When you click on the home page, the interactive radar shows the snow machine is in high demand and working well in the UP of Michigan. Looking into Ontario, we do have it in Western Michigan. We have it in the Lake Erie area, continuing across the shores in Buffalo. So you can see all the latest. And please remember my fine sponsors at the top of my website. And of course, my sponsors always, Robert Gibb and Sons, for sponsoring Hutch. They make it all possible. And hey, if you have family coming to Fargo and they need a nice warm place to stay with all the amenities you could ever ask for, check out my friends at KAJ Hospitality with 5 listed properties right here for you. You can make reservations, and it's not just staying in rooms. They have great facilities for your big events, whether it's a wedding or some kind of a conference. KAJ Hospitality. You can click on any of these links here to find out more information anytime. Thanks to all of you. Thanks to my fine sponsors. And go Broncos. Here we go. We'll see you tomorrow as we enjoy some warmer temperatures briefly, and then we're back to winter.